Hello, how are you? We have the microphone back. Microphone's back, and the mixing board's back. Turns out it's just a power adapter. Ah! $20. Pow! It's back, and I just start some music up and just hit that. So I don't have to worry about that no more. No mo, no mo, no mo, no mo. I ordered 3 packs of drumsticks. These kind. They were 5 A's and they were $10 for 3 packs, 3 pairs. And they don't have the wobbly warbly. They're just straight. They get a good. I mean, they still got a little bit of bend to them, but they're more firm than these are with the little wobbly things. You know, the bam, bam. That thing's really good, but this one it's a little bit firmer. So that's fucking sweet. Oh yeah, much harder. But yeah, I got my shades. Hang on, I gotta show you this shit. This is fucking dope. So I had the 2 pair, and I just bought. There's a sale on 3 pairs for again like $11. I'll be right back. Right, so I have my original 2 pair, and I like those, but those will probably be more like my travelers, you know, because these right here, I like these, but they're scratched a little bit. They got some scratches on them, no problem. Just wear those when I'm just kind of, going about if I think I might possibly drop them, you know. These, same thing, because like I said, I don't really like the gold as much, but it's just like dark shades, and I like that. Then I got a pair of blue guys. Dabba dee dabba die. I'm blue. What the fuck happened? I don't know. These are much darker. I think they're more polarized. Got another pair of these guys. The green ones. I like them. And then these right here. These are the ones I used to wear when I was skating. Just black and chill out. Like it. Like it, like it, like it. You can do this right here. Double stack them. If you want. It's too bright outside. There's like a nuclear winter going on or something. You never know. It's a crazy world we live in. So yeah, I got a lot of that shit. I got to work on the routing, get everything routed from here back in here. I got it where the microphone's going, and I'm gonna get where my amp up here can patch. Actually, it already is speed if. You can go speed if in. I need to set it so that does at 48 kilohertz. I don't know why it's not doing it 48. Does it do 48 or just do 98, 44? It might only do 44, so it doesn't really matter. It's 44 with the speed if it's going to be really clean. I thought it said on there. I know it's 24-bit, which is crazy, but it might be 24-bit 44. No big deal. It didn't used to have a problem, but if it has a problem now, it's fine. Again, 44 clean like that, it's going to be better than 48 sampled. So, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I'll check it out and see what happens. If nothing else, I can always revert back to the way I was with dry tracking because I got more than enough inputs and I got enough more routing. So I just run to the direct box, the tube, so I can run a tube there, and then run that in, and then the direct in there, and then run that out. So it's A-OK. A-OK. Did I bring some pot? Of course not. Of course not. I didn't bring the pot. Should have, but oh well. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's something in there, but I don't have a lighter even. I am ill prepared. I was so geeked about getting that going. Yeah. Soap, my other soap, my adapter, sticks, glasses. Is there fucking anything else? I won't say there is. Oh, the cables. The steam still seems a little short. I'll have to check and see if there's anything else, but that might be all of it. Yeah, it's like my my Christmas gifts and shit. So fuck yeah. Um, Enjoying the shit out of that. And then, like I said, I got the. Oh, I just love how it's all wired up and just. So much better. I don't have to do all the fucking tweaking, dialing things down. And, I got all those multi-outs in the back, so I can go ahead and run other shit too. Like if I run it in there, just run it out to this shit. It's gonna be sweet, dude. It's got 8 outs and I've got 8 inputs, so I could have 16 tracks, like 1, 2, 3, 4 through 8, and then 9 through 8 also. So just double up 2 per channel. Fucking nasty, dude. It's just nasty. So you can record everything. I got my drums now. That my drums will be through there, so I can just play the drums to the drum machine. My guitar will be going through there, so I don't have to run up everything. I can just play my guitar and then play those drums like that if I want to, which is cool because sometimes I just want to get in here and just play. I don't have to load up everything and set up stuff, and then just want to come in and start playing. And that's what I have those amps like that for, so I don't have to load anything. Just come in, play, ready to go. I actually got the left channel going out on that. I don't know why the right channel's not. It's probably the cable, probably bad cable. But I've got left and rights out of there. It's got left and rights out, and then just putting those into that. And Bob's your uncle, man. It's all good. It's good as gold. Robert's your father's brother. Those are my favorite ones. I get tired of saying Bob's your uncle. Robert's your brother's father. Your father's brother. So. Why your uncle? I don't know. Because I guess you got an uncle that hooks you up when your dad was like, fuck no. You got a cool ass dad, uncle. The ability to slack. Oh my God, that was so great. The time I got tripped acid, the first time I tripped. I watched that video about C. Bob Dobbs. That shit was insane. And then after we finished watching that, I went back to my fucking dorm and just sitting there, just tripping. Sitting because I didn't want to go inside. So I'm sitting in it's got like an O courtyard and we're on the 3rd floor. I'm sitting Indian style by the fucking door. And one of the DJs walks by, he's like, if it isn't Sean Battle, #1 DJ. I'm like, what? Yeah, you gotta have fax today. I'm like, I got a fucking fax? And I go in there and it's that Bob Dobbs ad. I'm like, I would say the guys from Seed are fucking with me, but I don't think either of them know how to run a fax machine. I don't think they would even know how to do that. And turned out it wasn't them. So I don't know what kind of cosmic alignment, like, oh, he just watched the Bob Dobbs video. Send it. Yeah, Sean Bell, #1 DJ. Satcher's a pink boy. And of course, that Satcher guy gets all mad. And he's wondering, like, how are we going to get revenge? I'm like, we? He's like, you know what we do? Put it in Photoshop. And he's like, because it wasn't a shitty scan, but it had like dots and stuff in it and shit. Kind of wasn't like a super clear scan. So he like puts in Photoshop and he's running through there and he wipes off the Satcher's a pink boy and he's like types in, here's a nice shiny ball. He's like, great, you can send that. I'm like, I ain't sending shit. Boy, why? He didn't say shit about me. What's the pink? It's just, you are, man. Trust me, you are. What does that mean? See, exactly, you are. You're pink as fuck. And I figured out who it was because there's a guy named Cosmo that would hang out at like Cell Block and stuff. He's a bit fucked off. If some of the things I've heard are true, is very bad fucked off. I'm not going on those. So what I go on is what I do know. And there's not much. I've heard some story like he would do like those experiments at fucking LSU. There was a medical in place, and they would do trial runs of meds, and supposedly for like for pay. And supposedly he signed up for pretty much all of them. I don't know. I know that guy was fucking weird, and he would just he'd show up. He didn't bother anybody, but he just kind of isolated and act very, very, very weird. Could have just been autistic, and just hanging out, whatever. But it was just acted very weird. And I mean, I'd known him for a couple of years. I never really talked to him. He had a kind of a weird voice and stuff. We play, and then the next thing you know, he's gone. He'd be in there and like, or whether, concert with somebody else, like, oh, there's fucking Cosmo, and then look over and he's gone. He's just a fucking weird guy. He's there, he's gone. So I was at Cell Block one night, and I was like, I think there's a band playing. It might have been Seed, and I'm just sitting there in this one spot, just like where I can see everybody. And it's kind of grossing me out because, like, in the '90s, being yourself was the trend. But it's just the fact that, like, all the people that had blue hair and were skaters and freak people, all of a sudden our shit became mainstream, and so everybody tried to join in on that shit. And God, did it get horrible! And that's where we got the whole tattoo culture of people that really, you see them, you can tell they just don't look right with that. You know what I mean? It used to be a bit of rebellion. Now it's kind of like, oh, I'm 22, I got to get my sleeve. You know what? Yeah, I was gonna get. I've been, and like no one gives you shit back then. People give you shit for an earring, for whatever, for doing your hair, blue, red, green. People give you shit. And then, of course, dun, 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 and suddenly it's okay to do all that shit. The Dr. Seuss hat, and everybody starts, doing whatever. So it's hard to find the real people. So I was sitting there trying to look over the crowd, trying to find some actual, original green hairs and shit. And I was just looking, just kind of, kind of like a little sneer on my face, just going, "You're my fucking. This is my clubhouse, and you're all in it." And then Cosmo just walks up. They may be pink, but their money's green. You sent the god. I didn't even say. I just like, yeah, that's true, man. That is true. Gone. Gone. Maybe pink, but their money's green. He had some fucked up haircut where just like this little bit right here, just all shaved and shit. He's only like a couple of years older than us, but he looked like he'd been through the ringer, bro. Who knows? Who knows? This could have been drugs, could have been, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff talking about how he lined the inside of his bedroom with foil so he could get the radio station because he lives on the outskirts of Shreveport. So he wanted to get the KSCL station. So he lined his entire room with foil. I don't know anybody who's actually gone over and hung out with them, for a long time. But these are the kind of stuff that would float around. There was all kinds of shit that floated around about that dude, and I'm just like, that's when that shit seems a bit extreme. Yeah, I don't believe that shit. I just don't believe that. Because, yeah, they had some fucked up shit. They're like, oh, man, he lined his entire. At first, you're kind of like, God damn, because he's a weird dude. And then you're like, I'd have to go see this room. But yeah, first inclination is like, fuck, weird ass. Well, yeah, I did this. Fucking weird. Well, yeah. Maybe until I talk to, I'm not going to go ask him because it has to be even weirder. Hey, man, for a living, you know what? I don't want to know. Do you have a lot of tinfoil? Do you keep a lot of tinfoil around your house at all? What do you mean? I didn't, nothing. Nothing. Ah, so yeah, I even got both microphones. I got this one in now, so I can pop into this one. Check one, check two, check three. Check 1, 2, and check out with me what you gonna be on Tuesday. Huh? Is it going? Oh, it's going through pretty strong, but the right shit on the channel's not going through so much. Check 1, 2. Oh yeah, that's not going through both signals. Why? Check 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Now we're patching through. Excellent. Turn that on. Boom, chakalaka. Just switch between the two. I got the C1 and the B1. That'd be really cool for a test. Just go ahead and just. And now you're listening to the B1. This is the C1 microphone. They got the same EQ curve on them. But this is the C1. And this is the B1. I think that's pretty fucking cool. I don't know what the difference sounds like. I have to watch it back and hear if it changed any at all. But I know this is a I mean, they're same company. This one's cheaper. It's about half the price of this one. And like this one's like $35, maybe $40. The USB-C version of it, I think it's a ribbon mic, not a condenser, but the USB version is a little bit more expensive. It's like 50 something. But it's a really good mic. And like I said, these two they're close enough that they make a good match pair somewhat, but because you don't hear exactly the same on both sides. I could pan one left and pan one right, and actually, you know, I could just turn that one off, and then turn that off, and then we have it balanced out. Do we? No, should, but I don't think it will. Check 1, 2, 3. No, the left one's not coming through. Check 1. I'll work it out. Again, it just got set up, and I was just like, been fucking geeking out over here, so I don't give a damn. Big hole, big worm, big I don't give a damn. I'm just glad to have my fucking mixing board back. As soon as it fired up, it started to fire up, and all the lights just went solid. And when it came on, I was like, fuck yeah! And it normally does that, and it goes pretty quickly to the next screen. And it just sat there. About 2 minutes, I'm like, no. It wasn't too... It's probably about a minute. But then it went to, like I said, phonic, and said that for about a minute, which it usually goes to that pretty quickly, and it's got this load thing. And then it asked if I wanted to recall the last settings. I said, yeah. It didn't seem to recall the last settings that I have. I think I've got one in here. If for nothing else, I'm going to save, once I get this set up, I'm going to save this as a preset, so it does shut down again. And at least I know, like, an electric surge will blow that brick first, hopefully. And so I can just fucking toss that fucking thing and get, like, another... that brick deal, and just go ahead and... $20? Fuck yeah, I'd rather do $20 than this. Fuck, this thing is just... It's $2,000 when it first came out. When I won it. It's $2,000. Most expensive piece of equipment I've ever had. At that time, it was even more expensive than my car. I was on par. It's about $1,000 cheaper than my car. I don't have the car. This fucker's still charging on. But some of the channels weren't wanting to work right. I'm going to just see what's going on. Something got set. Maybe I have to reset everything. Like I said, after I get it set up and make sure it's all working, I'll save that in a working format. And I'll try and record. I've gotten one set up. It's called recording. And it's got all that routing set up. I know it's got that. If it didn't load that one, if it loaded another one, like if I was messing with stuff. Oh, yeah, something did go on, didn't it? Yeah, I tried some new routing at the end. That's probably why it's not working very well, but I'll try and load it up. And maybe even just like reboot it. Maybe those channels aren't working right. Maybe if they're not working right at all anymore, that's fine. I've still got 2 out, and I think I haven't tried, there's 4 and 5. I haven't tried, no, it's 5 and 6. I still haven't tried 7 and 8. So that'd be 4 outs. The front has 4 ins. Means I could run 2 guitars, a bass, and a vocal simultaneously. I couldn't play them all at the same time, but I could record a guitar and vocal at the same time. I don't like doing that, though. Ooh, and I could set up all my shit in there, so I get all four microphones. So I could do this in the back, and then have my handheld, and then I could do another condenser of some kind of close. Oh, man, I should do my match pair in the back, and then these. This one close up, another one past there, and another pair. That'd be like 5 inputs. If I did it right, like I said, only when I go really loud will those other ones get triggered. That's cool. This is a cool idea. Like I used that idea on Drown Me, and it turned out really well. But I think that reason why Tony Visconti, when he did David Bowie, because he didn't do him, but he recorded him. I don't know. They might have. I don't know. But he had like a regular mic here, and then beyond that, further, there's a big room. And then there was a mic there, so when he got a little bit louder, it catch that. And then when he got really loud, there's another one further on. I just don't have enough room to make that distinguishing, so I just have to like adjust them and try and make up for it. Maybe I could put on the back one, like the one back there, put like a reverb, so it sounds like it's way the fuck away. That'll make it active. Yeah, and some delay and shit, so if I just like, That'd be pretty cool. It only does the delay if I get a certain volume. That'd be fucking dope. Oh shit. Now I just got all kinds of ideas going, man. I hope the effects aren't going right now. What the shit? Okay, that's off because that's number two. I thought the channel one was off. It's so fucking sweet. You can just there, everything. You can adjust the volume, and you can either do the slider. I got these two linked because the stereo pair for the guitar, I want them to be the same volume. So if I move one, both of them move. I don't know if you can see that. Both of them move to match. It's fucking sweet. I have a couple channels that were like that. Both their stereo, because then they can just move together like that. But I mean, right now, I gotta get it set up, because right now it's gonna be those, and then these two will have the drums, and then 15, 16. I don't think it has anything on it. I could always run an output to that, so I can hear the music through this board, instead of running everything through that. Probably the best thing to do. And then just don't pump it back in the board. I don't know. I'll figure out something. Like right now, I don't need to hear it at all. If I'm singing, I don't need to hear it, but I do need to hear the music, so. Oh, and I do have that set up. There's another set of headphones going in there. I'm just blabbering. Yeah, these are all the tips that came. There's a bunch in there, and then there's a bunch in my hand. These are all the ones I just kind of checked out to see if they'd work, and they didn't, so. Oh, we're ready. We're ready for whatever kind of adaptive needs you may have. So, I don't know. I'm just excited as shit that this is back, and I don't have 2222. Check about timing. Holy shit. 22 minutes and 22 seconds, right as I clicked on that. What time is it? Is it time for... It's drugs o'clock. You know, the freaks come out at night. Want to go to sleep or want to wait for the freaks to come out? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the freaks. But I am gonna run here. I just want to go on like mixing board. God is good. Got cables, glasses, hats aplenties. Oh yeah, I got my this isn't quite it's like a little bit lighter color than the blue one I had. But got the little tie on the end so it can tie off like I used to. It used to be like a lot longer, so I might tie it again because it used to like come down like that. And I might just wear it in the back so it just droops down. Because the tip kind of split and frayed, so I just tying it off so that way it wasn't hanging the proper way down. So I'll move that further to the end so it's more of a bound up correctly. Yeah, that's getting closer to it. And then I need to get this stretched out a bit more so it's just better like my other one did. It's not quite as dark as I like it. And I have another one's supposed to be white and gray, but it's even lighter than this because it's supposed to be even darker. Like this is supposed to be like a dark blue like my old one. I like it, but I just wish it was darker. It's all right. Especially with the tie on there. I definitely got to move that down. It's too much. It needs to be... Hey, not that far. Oh well. I'll fix it. Sometime. But... I'm gonna have some coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 'Cause I got some house decaf. I got some Verona. I don't want to open the Verona yet because I already got the house decaf open. And some cherries, so I'm gonna go do that and probably watch some TV, maybe play some video games. Give fucked up. I wonder if my money's on the card yet. No, probably not. I think it's coming out tonight at midnight. If so, I'm gonna run to town tomorrow and get some fucking weed. I need some strong ass shit. Uh, but at least make a small trip and not have to come back on the third. But I should be getting enough to get me the third if I'm like yeah. I should definitely have enough to get me the third. Might even get my card punched and get like a free pre-roll and shit. Oh, I might be far enough that I get a free grab bag. There's like you get a free pre-roll of each of these stamp, and then after every like $25 crossing over, you get a grab bag, and it's got a bunch of stuff in there. The last one had a bag of gummies, a pre-roll, like a premium pre-roll, vape cart, which I might have to tell them like I don't need the vape cart. If someone wants one, I've got a free vape cart so you can get fucked up on it. Speaking of, I gotta get high. I don't gotta, but I'm gonna. So